1. Yegor Chinakhov requests trade from Blue Jackets due to coach misunderstandings. 2. Yegor Chinakhov's trade request, what's next for the Columbus Blue Jackets? 1. Yegor Chinakhov requests trade from Blue Jackets due to coach misunderstandings. In a stirring development within the NHL, Yegor Chinakhov has sought a trade from the Columbus Blue Jackets, a move confirmed on Thursday. The urgency behind this decision stems from a string of injuries that have plagued Chinakhov since he was drafted as a first-round pick in 2020. His agent's social media post shed light on this request, igniting chatter around misunderstandings with coach Dean Evason. Chinakhov's agent, Shumi Babiv, took to X, formerly Twitter, to relay a statement purportedly from Chinakhov. I encountered some issues with the coach over the course of the season. Now, I'm quite eager for a trade. I'm ready to transition to a different situation. Will I head back to Russia? I'll continue to grow as long as I'm playing in the NHL. General manager Don Waddell wasn't caught off guard by Chinakhov's request for a trade, although he expressed surprise at the public nature of the agent's announcement. I'm not shocked about the trade request since we've discussed it before, Waddell told The Athletic. He pointed out that after Chinakhov returned from his back injury last season, his performance didn't meet expectations, which subsequently affected his relationship with coach Evason. Waddell added, I did inform Babiv that Chinakhov has value. Conversations have taken place with other teams, yet I'm not going to respond to the trade demand just because it was made. When contacted for comment, Babiv declined to engage further with The Athletic. Meanwhile, it's speculated that his social media commentary might be echoing sentiments articulated in an interview published in Sport Express, a well-known Russian sports publication. In a candid exchange featured in the interview, reporter Alexei Shevchenko queried Chinakhov about his readiness for a change. Shevchenko, do you think you would welcome a trade to another club? Chinakhov, would actually be quite pleased, I think. Shevchenko pressed, asking if this was due to the grievances that have built up over time, particularly regarding his relationship with the coach. Chinakhov replied, yes, it all contributes to my desire for a change in scenery. When asked whether it mattered which team he would join, Chinakhov clarified, there is a difference, but what truly matters is finding the right fit. Throughout his first 4 seasons in the NHL, Chinakhov has taken to the ice for 175 games, though he has missed a staggering 109 due to injuries, including 40 games last season due to his back trouble. Upon his return to play on March 4, he found himself as a healthy scratch in 12 of the last 17 fixtures of the season, a disappointment both for him and the organization. His final stats for the season recorded 7 goals, 8 assists, totaling 15 points, alongside a -6 rating in 30 games. Waddell didn't shy away from addressing Chinakhov's drop in form. When he returned, he wasn't the player we anticipated, and ultimately, he faced being scratched from the lineup toward the end, which impacted him significantly. Despite the public statement from Babiv, Waddell's stance on the trade situation remains unchanged. He emphasized that urgency will not dictate the right terms for any potential trade. I disregard such public announcements. I will keep conversations going with other teams, but this doesn't alter my perspective whatsoever. My focus is on obtaining fair market value. If the interest is insufficient, he simply stays with us. Waddell further remarked that if Chinakhov is to remain a Blue Jacket, he fully expects him to report to training camp in 2 months and be prepared to contribute. After undergoing a procedure for his lingering back issue during the Four Nations face-off, Waddell mentioned that Chinakhov is entering the off-season healthy. I have no doubt he will be present at camp. He's under contract and earning more than $2 million, after all. I've seen this scenario play out before. If he shows up ready to compete and with a positive mindset, it usually becomes a non-issue. With the off-season ongoing, it's uncertain how this situation will evolve. Are you siding with Chinakhov's desire for change, or do you think he should work through the challenges he's facing? The comments section awaits your thoughts. 2. Yegor Chinakhov's trade request, what's next for the Columbus Blue Jackets? In a surprising turn of events, Columbus Blue Jackets general manager Don Waddell expressed his astonishment at forward Yegor Chinakhov's decision to publicly announce his trade request through his agent, Shumi Babiv. This revelation has stirred discussions among fans and analysts alike, highlighting the complexities of player-coach relationships in professional sports. Chinakhov, who was selected as a first-round draft pick in 2020, has cited ongoing disagreements with head coach Dean Evason as a significant factor in his desire to seek a new team. Waddell commented on the situation, stating, "I'm surprised that agent Shumi Babiv chose to make this public. However, I'm not taken aback by the trade request itself, as we have had discussions about it." After returning from a back injury last season, Chinakhov struggled to perform, which led to a rift between him and coach Evason. Waddell further elaborated, saying, "I informed Babiv that Chinakhov still holds value in the league. I have engaged in conversations with other teams regarding his potential trade, but I will not simply comply with a request to trade him without careful consideration." Last season, the 24-year-old winger managed to score 7 goals and accumulate 15 points over 30 games, a performance that was hampered by a significant back injury. After his return, he found himself as a healthy scratch on several occasions, which Waddell noted was a tough situation for the player. When he returned, he was not the Chinakhov we had anticipated, and he ended up being a healthy scratch towards the end of the season. "This is a reality that some players struggle to cope with," Waddell explained. Chinakhov's performance last season marked a decline compared to his previous year, where he recorded 16 goals and 29 points in 53 games. In a statement shared via Babiv on social media, Chinakhov expressed, "I encountered some misunderstandings with the coach throughout the season. At this point, I would welcome a trade and am eager to explore new opportunities. As for returning to Russia, I intend to continue my development in the NHL as long as I can." Making his NHL debut with the Blue Jackets during the 2021-22 season, Chinakhov achieved a career high of 7 goals and 14 points in 62 games. Babiv, in a follow-up statement, emphasized the importance of the player's perspective in this situation. "While we recognize that there is an active contract, if Yegor's trade request does not come to fruition, he will remain committed and give his all in fulfilling his duties. I maintain open and constructive communication with the Columbus management and appreciate their cooperation and understanding. My priority is to support my player and act in his best interest," he stated. Chinakhov is currently under contract for the upcoming season with a cap hit of $2.1 million. Over the course of his career, the Omsk, Russia native has played 175 games, scoring 34 goals and totaling 71 points. This situation raises intriguing questions about player dynamics and the impact of public statements on team morale. What do you think about Chinakhov's decision to go public with his trade request? Is it a bold move for a player seeking change, or does it risk alienating him further from the organization? Share your thoughts in the comments.